Hey guys, AJ Town here live with the T Storm Chasers. We are currently tracking a severe situation as far as a report of a tornado warning that is currently active in the Lincoln County, Minnehaha County area. Right now, we are tracking this storm. Right now, it's radar indicated 8:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are looking at Sorry, give me just a second. Anyways, we are currently tracking this possible report of a rotation. Here is a look at that track right now. We are seeing that this is going to be coming into the Canton area about 7:52, Larchwood 8:05, Lester 8:08, Hills, Minnesota 8:11, Beaver Creek 8:16, Laverne 8:23, Hardwick 8:30. We are currently watching this cell. We'll go ahead and switch to our velocity. And we can see right where that is at with this radar indication. Right now is what we are looking at. Give me a second. Let me switch over to another radar program here. Give me just a second here. We do have this one that we'll utilize too, that we can see the broad rotation a little better here. That right now is radar indicated with this as well. You can see right there on our screen the indication of some rotation is just north of that Canton area is what we are currently watching. Let me get the bigger picture pulled up here. You can see just north of that Canton area, right in that area, is where we are watching that possible rotation. Right now, south of the Sioux Falls area, we have had 0 reports of it on the ground at this time. This will continue to track in a northeasterly direction. We are watching this cell as well as it starts to come into the area. Give me just 1 second here. All right, just wanted to update that ticker down at the bottom there real quick. Do certainly apologize. As we do switch back to this live radar here, we can see that that is still tracking just north of that Canton area. We are seeing just north, again, of that Canton area, right in that neck of the woods. That is continuing to track Larchwood area. Those in the Larchwood area, be prepared for this weather event, as we are currently tracking a report of radar indicated rotation. At this time, we have no reports of it actively on the ground. I'm trying to get a scanner pulled up here so we can listen to that. There is that latest radar sweep. Does put it right, let me get my arrow, does put it right along that South Dakota border here. We can zoom in here just even better and kind of get that picture. It is just to the west of the Larchwood area. Let's do Just reading here right now real quick, seeing if there is. It is moving northeast at 60 miles an hour. We are picking up a little bit of an indication of some rotation as well, just to the east of the Canton area there, between Canton and Inwood as well. Would not be surprised to see a tornado warning issued on that cell. Currently, this will move south of the Sioux Falls area. This will not impact Sioux Falls directly. As we do zoom down to that street area there, you can see where that rotation is at is currently right here, just west of that Larchwood area. We do expect it to kind of stay more of a rural track. Those in the Hills, Minnesota area, do be prepared for this cell, as that is going to be moving into that area. Valley Springs area as well. Let me make sure our feed is up as well. We have give me just a quick second here. All right, we're currently listening to the Lincoln County scanner right now, is what we are currently as well. Okay, we do have audio. I just wanted to double check, make sure we did still have audio. We are listening to that Lincoln County public safety feed as well. This is continuing. Again, the cell is just to the north of the Canton area, west of Larchwood, Iowa, is what we are currently seeing with this cell. We are expecting the latest radar sweep here. As soon as we get that latest radar sweep here, we'll see the latest update here on that rotation. We do have two areas of actually concern now. One, let's go ahead and switch over to our other radar software here. We do take a look there at our other radar program here. We are looking at two areas of possible rotation with this cell. We are seeing that right along the South Dakota border there. And then just to the south end of the cell, just to the west of
Once again, at 8 p.m. in Sioux Falls, a thunderstorm was reported with a temperature of 66. The current time is 8:06 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Operating on a frequency of 162.40.
those in the Larchwood, Iowa area, be prepared. We are starting to pick up more broad of a rotation set up on our other radar as well. As we switch back over to that one,
The tornado warning for northwestern Sioux County is canceled.
the tornado warning right now for northwestern.
The warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. The tornado warning remains in effect until 8:15 p.m. for northwestern Lyon, southwestern Rock.
Would not be surprised here that Lincoln County tornado warning should be allowed to expire for that Lincoln County area there. We are watching that. It is moving in now to the Iowa area. which would impact the Lyon County area there with that cell, as that does continue to progress. We currently have had no reports of actual damage.
Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Larchwood, Valley Springs, Hills, and going around 8:05 p.m. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning remains in effect until 8:15 p.m. for the following county: Lyon, Iowa, and Rock, Minnesota, and the following counties in South Dakota, Lincoln, and Minnehaha.
Right now, again, north of that Inwood, Iowa area, west of that Larchwood, Iowa area, right now we are getting that latest radar sweep with this cell. Right now, we're looking roughly. Right now, there's about 8,000 of you on our stream that we are trying to provide you guys with that latest information as this cell sweep does come through here. You can just see how defiant this is starting to become now of a possible rotation right there just west of the Larchwood area. Those in the Larchwood area also be advised to seek shelter in that Larchwood, Iowa area. As this storm is continuing to progress its way northeastward, we are starting to see some more indication on radar as well. So definitely gonna miss that Sioux Falls area, Sioux Falls metro area. It is mostly gonna stay southwest or southeast of the Brandon area. We'll be moving into that Hills, Minnesota, Larchwood, Iowa, Beaver Creek, Laverne, and continue a northeast track. It should miss the Garrettson area as well, as that does continue to progress in a northeasterly direction. Let's go ahead and just kind of zoom out here, kind of do a track there. You can see that track as far as what we are looking at. As far as that track is concerned of what we are looking at, the strongest portion of this cell, you can see that it is going to miss that Sioux Falls area. It is going to continue to track in a northeasterly direction and miss a lot of the immediate area there. Currently, we're not picking up much as we take a quick look as far as debris or anything as far as that is concerned on radar right now. We are kind of watching that as well. Something we can definitely check and watch closely is that again, we're waiting on the next radar sweep to kind of see what things are going to do here. We do kind of see it is moving into that Larchwood, Iowa area, so those in Larchwood be prepared. Hills, Valley Springs, Beaver Creek, Laverne, Magnolia, Hardwick, those in Rock County, Nobles County, Murray, and Pipestone County. Be prepared for this storm as well, as that does continue to track in a northeasterly direction. We are continuing to watch that. We just had another tornado warning issued. Does now include the Brandon area. We are starting to see that more defiant now on radar, as we are starting to see one.
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Lyon County in northwestern Iowa.
Okay, this just coming across now.
Northwestern Minnesota, eastern Minnehaha County, and southeastern South Dakota until 8:45 p.m. At 8:10 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Rowena, or 10 miles east of Sioux Falls, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour.
There is that next sweep. It is moving into the Valley Springs area. Those in the Valley Springs area, be prepared for the strong cell. We are starting to see that into... I do apologize there. We had a technical glitch. Let's jump back into this. I do apologize there. I did have a technical glitch. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys. Let me make sure. Sweet. It is moving into the Valley Springs.
The relative humidity was 90%. Wind was out at 25 miles an hour, gusting to 51. Pressure was 29.49 inches and rising. Elsewhere around the tri-state area, Madison had mixed precipitation and 60.
All right, I am back up. I do see that as well. Again, here is that latest track of that severe tornado warning that is currently not being reported on the ground. However, it is currently being reported that there is that tornado warning that is going on. We are watching that very closely.
13 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Operating on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXN28, broadcasting from a transmitter near.
Give me just a second here. We are currently tracking this cell. These are moving extremely fast. Let me get over to the Minnehaha County.
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Lyon County in northwestern
All right, I'm now on the Minnehaha County scanner so I can listen to that.
eastern Minnehaha County in southeastern South Dakota.
Again, that is moving in through, should be through the Valley Springs area now at this point in time. This is going to continue to track in a northeasterly direction. So definitely something we are watching very closely. As well is going to be this extremely dangerous cell. Currently, we've had no reports currently we've had no reports of damage or anything as well at this time. Here's that now that tornado warning that was issued for the southern portion of this cell, Lincoln County area there, has been allowed to expire. So Lincoln County is no longer under that tornado warning. Minnehaha County is still in a tornado warning. It is for extreme eastern portions of Minnehaha County. We are watching this cell. You can see right there is where that is at. West of the Laverne, Minnesota area, east of Del Rapids, south of Pipestone. Those in the Pipestone area, be prepared for the cell. This is your wake-up call. This is time to get in your place is now and to get your plan in place. The cells are moving extremely fast. We're looking at 60 miles an hour is what we are currently watching with this. We are watching multiple areas as well. You can see the tightening right here, just north of that Valley Springs area. Is right here is where we are watching that. So that is where our area of concern coming over the I-90 corridor will continue to track more in a northeasterly direction. So those of you that live north of the Valley Springs area, those in Garrettson, definitely be prepared as this cell is coming. Now is the time to make your plan. Those Jasper, Minnesota, Edgerton, Minnesota, those of you that are up in that Pipestone County area, now is the time to be prepared. We cannot stress that enough. Definitely now is the time to get prepared as this strong storm does continue to track in a northeasterly direction. We're just going to swap over here to that regular radar, what you guys are used to seeing. And you can see just how long this line of cells is. You can see it's just now moving over.
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Lyon County in northwestern Iowa, northwestern Rock County in southwestern Minnesota, eastern Minnehaha County in southeastern South Dakota until 8:45 p.m. At 8:10 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Rowena, or 10 miles east of Sioux Falls, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely.
We're getting the latest radar sweep here, so we'll have the latest update in just a second.
Sherman around 8:20 p.m. Jasper around 8:25 p.m. Hardwick around 8:30 p.m.
You can see they're north of that Valley Springs area is where our greatest concern is right now.
Floor of sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
Here comes that latest radar sweep. We're waiting on that to give you guys the latest update on this. And there's that latest radar sweep. You can still see that rotation just to the north of that Valley Springs area.
Reducing the visibility to 3/4 of a mile
As we do zoom out there as well.
at the dew point 55. The relative humidity was 90%. Wind was south at 25 miles an hour, gusting to 51. Pressure was 29.49 inches and rising. Elsewhere around the tri-state area, Madison
We are continuing to monitor this tornado warning that is in effect for that northern portion of Minnehaha County, eastern portion of Minnehaha. Rock County will be moving into that Pipestone area as well.
to 3/4 of a mile with the temperature.
You can see that track right here. That is where that radar indication was. There is a quick look at the times that this will be moving through the area. Would not be surprised here in just probably in about the next
Warning has been canceled.
5.
A tornado warning remains in effect until 8:45 p.m. for northwestern Rock and northeastern Minnehaha counties. At 8:18 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Valley Springs, or 12 miles west of Laverne, moving north at 55 miles an hour. Hazard: tornado. Source: radar indicated rotation. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught with.
You can see just how long in
Homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Garrettson, Jasper, and Sherman around 8:25 p.m. Hardwick around
there is that look at that tornado warning again at one time.
basement or an
Trotsky 840,
sturdy building.
Hatfield 846. We are getting another radar sweep here, so that should update just momentarily for our velocity on this cell, where that rotation is currently at.
Tornado warning remains in effect until 8:45 p.m. for the following county: Rock, Minnesota, and Minnehaha, South Dakota.
Here comes another tornado warning. We will have another tornado warning issued here in just a minute.
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Moody County in east central South Dakota.
Right there.
Northeastern Lake County in east central South Dakota. Southeastern Brookings County in east central South
This one is heading directly towards the Brookings area. Directly towards the Brookings area is what we are currently seeing right now. Give me a second to get that updated.
14 miles south of Brookings, moving north at 55 miles an hour.
This is moving at an extremely fast pace. So those in the Brookings area, seek shelter now. We cannot stress this enough. Brookings area, seek shelter immediately. We are seeing that rotation right in this area of that cell. This is moving north at an extremely fast clip. What looks like right around that 55, 60 miles an hour. Looks like it will move into the Brookings area at 8:35 p.m. Aurora, 8:35. Bushnell, 8:39. White, 8:46. Toronto, 8:55. This is continuing to make its way northeastward. So Moody County, Brookings County is what is going to be impacted with this right now. So again, those in the Brookings area, seek shelter now. We cannot stress that enough, as we do currently have that warning issued.
Time is 8:22 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Operating on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXM28, broadcasting from a transmitter near Marina, South Dakota. Our program originates from the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls and serves the surrounding tri-state area.
We just had another tornado warning. Another tornado warning that is being issued right now. Now this one is
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has
for northern portions of Minnehaha. It does include, again, that Pipestone area that we did mention. Flandreau, Moody County, northeastward. Again, those of you that are in that area, be prepared.
22 p.m. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Sherman, or 17 miles southwest of Pikestone, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado.
Again, we are continuing to see these spin-ups that are continuing to produce as well. Give me just a second here. I'm trying to bring on another.
Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Trent around 8:30 p.m. Pikestone, Flandreau, and Pikestone National Monument around 8:35 p.m. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency.
Give me just a moment here. We
Report to the National Weather Service office in Sioux Falls. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 9 p.m. for the following county: Pikestone, Minnesota, and the following counties in South Dakota: Minnehaha and Moody. Operating on a frequency of 162 Central South Dakota until 8:40.
all right. I do apologize there. We had a crash.
8 p.m. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 7 miles north of Coleman, or 14 miles south of Brookings, moving north at 55 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter.
Give me just a moment here.
Will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Brookings and Aurora around 8:25 p.m. Fall around 8:35 p.m. Other locations in the path of
Trying to bring on one more person here with me to assist.
Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile
There.
home or in a vehicle, move to the closest
Okay.
substantial shelter and protect
Right now, again, we are going to jump back into here. I don't know what's
until 8:45 p.m.
where my guys are at or what's going on with them. But right now, just south of that Brookings area, moving into the Brookings area, 8:35. We're still tracking.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I got background feed. Somebody has WSV3 open.
All right, can you guys hear me?
You're echoing.
No. Here, you take the phone. I got a forecast.
Near Sherman, or 17 miles southwest of Pikestone, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying
Hello?
debris will be dangerous to
Yep.
those caught without shelter. Mobile
I got you.
homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to
I can hear you.
windows and vehicles will
Gotcha.
Tree damage.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Dangerous storm will be near. Trent
All right, am I live?
8 p.m.
Your audio's live. Yes, we got audio.
Hello?
National Monument around 8:35 p.m. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior
Yep, we got audio with you.
of a sturdy building. Avoid windows.
You there?
What is going on?
In a mobile
Hello?
Yep.
in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
Okay.
To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency.
Hold on a minute.
They will send a report
All right. Can you hear me?
Weather Service office in Sioux Falls.
Oh, likewise. Okay, hold on.
Pipestone, Minnesota, and the following counties in South Dakota, Minnehaha and Moody. The tornado warning for northwestern Lyon County is canceled. A tornadic thunderstorm with
All right, who else do I have in here?
out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning
Who's this?
is canceled. A tornado warning remains in effect until 8:45 p.m. for northwestern
I got Robert and who else?
Spread.
8:18 p.m.
All right, Brady.
Okay,
what
can
are
you guys hear me now?
Yeah, you're echoing, but you're good.
Mic check.
We hear.
Hey, mic check.
I can hear you.
I heard that. Hey, I heard that.
All right, guys, as we do continue to monitor the severe weather that
All
is
right, can you guys
currently
hear me?
moving through.
Yes.
Here we go. All right, currently right now we have 3 tornado warnings in the area. One over my area over South Dakota. South Dakota is tracking northeast about 65 miles an hour. We have another We have another one just north of the second area of Flanger. The second area of Flanger is going to be that's going to expire next week. That's going to expire next week.
He is really echoing.
Third tornado warning right now is affecting more of the.
Hey, Robert, you're really echoing.
Bushnell. That's probably the most tracking north. So what I'm seeing here is possibly these tornado warnings are actually being brought out because this could be actually a wide wind event. There could be some location embedded in these cells on the very through the velocity here, and I'm having an extremely difficult time trying to find our rotation. Possibly looking on the negative 1.4 base velocity rotation could be right in this area right here.
Who's this?
The Garrison one about ready to expire for the Sherman and Jasper area.
Until 8:45 p.m. for the following county: Rock, Minnesota, and Minnehaha, South Dakota. The current time is
It's about to expire for us, hon.
Central Daylight Time. Operating on a frequency of
Hey, Whitney.
102.40.
All right, we got somebody.
Definitely have the remote for the right box, though, right?
Yep. Right.
Whoever this is, we got you.
Weather service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for northwestern
All right, for some reason,
central South Dakota.
we are having some technical difficulties right now, bringing 3 of our members on with us right now, but we are getting that worked out. We will get that worked out for the next time here. Again, we do have those tornado warnings that are in effect for most of these areas here in red. We are seeing, again, some of these are indicating some broad rotation. The Brookings area should be moving into the Brookings area very, very, very rapidly and very soon here. We are seeing that rotation just south of that Brookings area there. We are still seeing some rotation just northwest of that Jasper area. We are also seeing Hardwick just to the northwest of the Hardwick area there as well, is what we are currently seeing. We were going to try to do a double team or triple team with this cell, so then we guys could bring some more latest information. Definitely something we are going to
Basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows.
definitely something that we are going to have to keep a close eye on or fix here in the long run
Flying debris.
is going to be that
Until 8:45 p.m. for the following
tornado warning, or I'm sorry.
Dakota. Moody and
We'll work on the backside of that stuff later, another time, as we do currently have these 3 tornado warnings that are in effect, that are moving in a northeasterly direction. Right now at 58 miles an hour is one of them. 54 miles an hour, and this one is at 54 miles an hour as well.
Tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed.
Okay, I believe we are in the clear now here, Garrettson.
Windows and vehicles
Garrettson is now in the clear.
damage is likely.
Better be prepared than not be prepared, so.
Public around 8
We do see that as well. But again, north of moving into that Jasper area there, Pipestone area, definitely be ready for that severe storm. Brookings area, this should just brush on the western side or eastern side of that Brookings area there. But definitely do not let your guard down in that Brookings area as that severe or tornado warning is moving into that Brookings area right now as we speak.
The tornado warning for northeastern Lake County is canceled. A tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A tornado warning remains in effect until 8:45 p.m. for northwestern Moody and southeastern Brookings counties.
I'm listening to the weather radio too to hear, because we are starting to hear some of these tornado warnings are being canceled as they move out of that warned area. Here comes another tornado warning. Another tornado warning is being issued. Give me just a second here to get this information, as we are having another tornado warning issued as well. As we get this latest radar sweep, we are currently seeing another tornado warning as well.
In southwestern Minnesota, west central Murray County in southwestern Minnesota, southeastern Pipestone County in southwestern Minnesota until 9 p.m.
There is that newest tornado warning. So those of you that are in that Pipestone area, like I did mention, I believe this was about maybe 10, 15, maybe even longer than that. Be prepared in that area. It looks like it is for Pipestone, Murray, and Rock County until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are still seeing that broadening of rotation within this cell, moving through the area there. You can see it is going to directly impact the Pipestone area. Those in the Pipestone area, definitely be prepared as this cell is continuing to produce. We are hearing of a confirmation of a funnel cloud that was reported. Let me actually turn something on here.
Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 9 p.m. for the following counties in Minnesota: Pipestone, Rock, and Murray.
South of that Jasper area is where our greatest concern is right through this area here. Those in Trotsky, be prepared. Edgerton, Hart, Hatefield, Pipestone area, definitely be prepared. Brookings, good news is some of that has been allowed to expire as that does continue to move northeastward. You can see it's moving right along that I-29 corridor. Will impact the White area, Toronto, Brandon, Clear Lake. All of you up in that neck of the woods, definitely be prepared as this cell is continuing to move in a northeasterly direction, and we will continue to track this cell as that cell does continue to produce a tornado warning. This is the next one there. Lake Benton at 8:58, Tyler at 9:04, Arco at 9:09, Gunt, I'm gonna mispronounce that one, 9:26 minute, 9:26. Just to kind of give you guys some ideas of this track with it, is what we are seeing.
Flandreau, Pipestone National Monument in Flandreau, Santee Tribal Nation. Take cover now.
Again, we do have that cell that is just to
A sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home,
Again, we do have that cell that is.
move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
All right, are you with me, Riley?
Again, we do have that cell that is.
National Weather Service or your local nearest law enforcement agency who works on your report.
Are you there?
This act may save
Hello?
Yep.
Until 9 p.m. for the following counties: Pipestone, Minnesota, and Moody, South Dakota. The tornado
I got you, Riley.
western Moody County is canceled. The tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled.
All right. It does look like we're still having some technical audio difficulties with this. Trying to do some double streaming here.
And the dew point 55. The relative humidity was 90%. Wind was south at 25 miles an hour, gusting to 51. Pressure was
Again, we're seeing some of this broad rotation there just by the Trotsky area there, moving towards the Pipestone, Minnesota area. Radar indicated event. We've had reports of some funnel clouds. We've had some reports of other events that are going on with this cell.
hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact.
Give me just one quick second here.
Without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur.
I'm just kind of waiting to see what
Likely.
the cell up by the Brookings area is going to do.
Mainly rural areas of northwestern Rock County. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building.
The one in Brookings is currently moving just now north of that Brookings area.
Or in a vehicle.
We do still have these two indications of rotations that are on the ground there, just south of that Trotsky area, north or south of Pipestone as well. We have two areas that we are kind of concerned with this rotation that we are currently watching with that cell.
.55. The relative humidity was 90%. Wind was south at 25 miles an hour, gusting to 51. Pressure was 29.49 inches and rising. Elsewhere around the tri-state area, Madison had mixed precipitation and 63.
So basically, if you live
Rain and 65.
south of this line,
Was cloudy and 64.
oops, let me do this.
Had thunder and 63. Once again, at 8 p.m. in Sioux Falls.
If you live south of this line,
Reducing visibility to 3/4 of a mile with a temperature of 58. The current
yeah, go ahead.
8:41 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Operating
Ready to join if you want me to.
106.40 megahertz. This is No Weather Radio Station WXN28.
Yeah,
Go.
Go.
Our program originates
You got to kill my stream though because it is going to double echo.
surrounding tri-state area. The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Rock County in southwestern Minnesota, west central Murray County in southwestern
All right, you there?
I'm gonna pull up mine here.
County in southwestern Minnesota until 9 p.m.
All right, you're good. I can
All right,
hear
you're
your
good.
audio.
I can hear your audio.
Okay. All right. So I'm pulling up my radar here. That tornado watch that was issued in northwest Iowa. Obviously, these tornado warnings are outside of that box. But if you're in Brookings, you need to be in your basement taking cover. This is heading right through Brookings right now, and as well as Aurora, Bruce, Bushnell areas, all these areas impacted here with this tornado warning. And then farther down the line, obviously with Flanger and Pipestone there, impacted by the tornado warnings. And then that new one that was issued until 9 o'clock here, moving northeast at 50. These things are obviously, as you alluded to earlier, moving very fast. And again, this is Brookings, Pipestone areas down to Hardwick. We're very concerned about this. This is along that QLCS line that we mentioned before. But yeah, just glad I'm able to help you tonight here with bringing you guys coverage.
Here comes another tornado warning.
Here comes another tornado warning. Another tornado warning.
All right. Let's see here.
All right, guys, we do have another tornado warning that is currently on the ground or being reported. Right now, this one is radar indicated. We are seeing that this one was now issued until
Trying to get
9:15.
my WSV3 going here. Okay, they canceled the tornado warning for Brookings. That one has been allowed to expire.
We have this newest tornado warning that just came out. Again, these are continuing. These are impacting that Pipestone, Lincoln County, and Lyon County area in Minnesota. This latest track, again, southern Lincoln County and southwest Minnesota, northwestern Pipe, northeastern Moody, and southeastern Brookings until 9:15 is what we are seeing for this newest tornado warning that it was just issued. Is what we are seeing now at this point in time. This line is continuing to produce the threat of tornadic events. So far, we've had no reports of damage. We've had no reports of. We are currently continuing to track these cells. There's that latest sweep. And our concern right now is more this rural area right here of that northwest of that Pipestone area right there. You can see where Pipestone's at, and it's just to the north into the west of that Pipestone area. I do have Braden and Riley is helping me via chat right now. So right now we are looking at the broader area there of that rotation, just south of that Lake Benton area. Those in that Lake Benton area, you have about 12 minutes to seek shelter. Now at this point in time, 12 minutes to seek shelter. Get down in your basement, get to the lowest portion of the building. This is going to hit you guys head on. So we cannot stress this enough, and we need you guys to seek shelter immediately with this cell as this does continue to progress. Good news is those of that were under that tornado warning in that Brookings County along the I-29 corridor, that has been allowed to expire. They are no longer seeing rotation with that one. As we go back into the other one, there those of you in Hatfield, Minnesota, be prepared for the chance of a tornadic event as well. Hatfield, you got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get in your basement at this point in time is what we are looking at. Again, those in the Lake Benton area, seek shelter immediately at this point in time, guys. We cannot stress that enough as we are seeing that rotation and most likely is indicating something is on the ground there. Oops.
Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy
Give me a second here. I'm gonna
avoid windows.
switch sites.
Outdoors, in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. for the following county: Pipestone, Minnesota. The tornado warning for northwestern Rock and west central Murray counties is canceled. The tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for southern Lincoln County in southwestern Minnesota, northwestern Pipestone County in southwestern Minnesota, northeastern Moody County in east central South Dakota, southeastern Brookings County in east central South Dakota until 9:15 p.m. At 8:42 p.m., a severe thunderstorm came.
Okay, we just had that latest radar sweep go through, so give me a second here to get things switched back over. There you go. There's that latest radar sweep there that we are still seeing that tornadic possibilities. It's a small indication moving into that Lake Benton area. Those of you that are by that Lake Benton area, be prepared for that tornado warning that is moving into that neck of the woods. We are seeing a very dangerous situation that is going to be moving into the Lake Benton area.
Other locations in the path of this tornadic thunderstorm include Tyler and Arco. Take cover now.
Tyler and Arco as well is two areas that need to be getting into a basement at this point in time. Tyler, you got about 14 minutes. 14 minutes to seek your shelter at this point in time, so be ready to get down into the basement, get your things, and get going. Arco, you got about that 20-minute mark, so we are glad that we are able to provide life-saving information as fast and as quick as we can to give you guys that 15 minutes. Report of a funnel was spotted by Edgerton as well.
Tornado was located 7 miles southwest of Pipestone National Monument, or 7 miles west.
This tornado warning will probably be allowed to expire.
Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Pipestone, Flandreau, Pipestone National Monument.
Those of you that are giving the stars, we greatly appreciate those. Sorry, guys, I have been ignoring chat, trying to keep my focus directly on what's going on with the radars and everything. So I do want to go back and say thank you to everybody that is doing the stars. We greatly do appreciate those. But we are looking at staying live and keeping track of this cell. So we are not really paying that much attention to our chat area as far as what our followers are saying. Another tornado warning is coming up right now. Give me about 2 seconds here. That will be issued in just 1 second.
Service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for northeastern Rock County in southwestern Minnesota, northwestern Nobles County in southwestern Minnesota,
It'll be right here.
Murray County in southwestern Minnesota, southeastern
There you go.
Minnesota.
All right, guys, we do have another tornado warning that is being reported now. This one is just south of that Edgerton area. And we are continuing to track that one. That is moving in a northeasterly direction as well. Chandler, Lake Wilson, Bolton, Garvin, Linden, and Marshall, Minnesota. So those of you that are in that Marshall, Minnesota area, you guys have a good hour. We're giving you an hour warning to get you guys into shelter. Take this situation very seriously at this time, guys. We cannot stress that enough. As we zoom back into that area here, right here is where we do see that rotation, is right in that neck of the woods, south of that Edgerton area. But if you do live in the Edgerton area, seek shelter immediately. So definitely Definitely seeing that as well. Those of you that are in that Lake Benton area, be prepared. We're still seeing some indication of rotation right through this area. This is going to move directly into that Lake Benton area, guys. So those of you that are in that Lake Benton area, be prepared now. You guys don't have much longer to get ready for this, as the cell does continue to move into the area. There you can see 8:58. 5 minutes to seek shelter, guys. 5 minutes to seek shelter. So definitely get into your safe zone. As we take a look back at that Sioux Falls area, I know a lot of you are...
Also, new tornado warning down by Omaha.
I know some of you are concerned with the Sioux Falls area. What are we looking at for that Sioux Falls area? Good news is all this is moving up in a northeasterly direction. So that is going to continue to push its way out. And we're not seeing that risk for the Sioux Falls area exist anymore at this time. However, it is continuing to make its way in a northeasterly direction. So we are going to continue to see that threat continue to move northeastward into that Marshall, Minnesota. You can see Marshall's right there. Madison area as well. You can see that this is going to continue to produce a northeasterly track with this system as it does continue to move. You can see right now there are 4 tornado warnings that is out right now, that we are seeing these tornadic events that are occurring. Right now, we have heard of reports of funnel clouds. We have heard reports of... we've had no reports of a touchdown. Let me see. Give me just a second here.
Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building.
Pipestone. There you go.
If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
Right now, again, guys, we are watching this line that is producing a tornado warning, that is continuously producing that tornado warning, moving into Lake Benton area. Guys, those in Lake Benton area, seek shelter now. Okay, at this point in time, guys, it is not in a situation where we need to
Wind was south at 25 miles an hour, gusting to 51. Pressure was 29.49 inches and rising. Elsewhere,
I'm taking the scrolling text off here, but right now, again, we are watching this severe situation that is moving into that Lake Benton area. Those in the Lake Benton area, seek shelter immediately. We cannot stress that enough. Southwest of the Edgerton area there, southeast of the Edgerton area, seek shelter immediately. We cannot stress that. We are seeing southwest of that Edgerton, or southeast of the Edgerton area there, is a really strong indication of some rotation, which is indicating that there is a possible tornadic event that is occurring with this right now. Seek shelter immediately with this cell. Those of you in Lake Wilson area, 909, you got 10 minutes to get to the basement. 10 minutes, guys. Let's get you down in that basement, get you seeking shelter and being safe with this system.
until 9:15 p.m. At 8:42 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Pipestone National Monument, 47 miles northwest of Pipestone, moving north at 55 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated.
Again, we are seeing this rotation. Another tornado warning. Another tornado warning is just issued. Give me just a second here.
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Lyon County in southwestern Minnesota, southeastern Lincoln County in southwestern Minnesota, northwestern Murray County in southwestern Minnesota, northeastern Pipestone County in southwestern Minnesota, until 9:30 p.m. Pipestone.
All right, guys, we just had another tornado warning go off there. You heard that alarm. We do have another tornado warning that was just issued. We are waiting on that to get
Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed.
Tyler, Minnesota, Lake Benton, Verde, Minnesota. We are looking at right in this area is where that is. We do see that just moving into the Holland area. Those of you in the Holland area, we are seeing that tornado warning that is continuing to produce a tornado warning. Lake Benton is now in that tornado warning as well. They're continuously in that tornado warning. Lake Benton at this point in time, that's where that tornado is moving through. Is that Lake Benton area? We need you guys to take shelter immediately. We cannot stress that enough. Those in that Tyler, Minnesota area as well, start seeking shelter.
The tornado warning for northeastern Moody and southeastern Brookings.
We do have that tornado indication again just to the east of that Edgerton area there. That is making a northeasterly track. So we are continuously watching.
National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Lyon County.
We are continuing to watch that as well as that is continuing to make its way northeastward. We do see that. Pipestone is now out of a tornado warning. Pipestone City, not the county, the city is currently out of the tornado warning. So we want to make sure that everybody understands that. It is the city, not the county, that is currently out of that tornado warning. Pipestone County is still in that tornado warning. Lyon County as well. Lincoln County in Minnesota as well. And Murray County as well is all in that tornado warning. You can see right through here, this area is where our concern is. Hold on, let me...
This dangerous storm will be near Lewiston and Holland around 9 p.m. Florence around 9:05 p.m.
Right through here is where this line of tornadic events is occurring. Moving in that northeasterly direction is what we are currently seeing with this multiple sources with this line that we are currently watching. Let's turn our reflectivity back on here. Give me just a second here to get that back on. Sioux Falls area, right now you guys are seeing that heavy rain. We don't expect to see anything severe with that as we are continuing to monitor that aspect. But again, we are watching that where we are seeing that just as a rain system. We are not going to be seeing that severe threat. Do notice down here in that Melvin and Sanborn area, there's some stronger cells right there as well. Let me turn my reflectivity on. We're not seeing any indication of rotation right now.
Lake Benton or 17 miles north of Pipestone, moving north at 55 miles
Again, those
hazard tornado.
there is that latest track right now. Give me...
Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Lake Benton.
We are seeing just a little bit of a radar indicated rotation as well. There south of the Sanborn area, north of the
Or an interior room on the
Permgard area. I'm going to butcher that one. I knew I was.
windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning remains in effect until 9:15 p.m. for the following counties in Minnesota, Pipestone, and Lincoln. At 9 p.m., light rain was falling in Sioux Falls. The temperature was 57 and the dew point 54. The relative humidity was 89%.
Give me 1 sec, guys. I will be right back here.
13 miles an hour. Pressure was 29.43 inches and falling. Elsewhere around the tri-state area in Madison, the temperature was missing. Winds were gusting to 24 miles an hour. Brookings had rain and 56. Laverne was cloudy at 54. Worthington was cloudy at 64. Once again, at 9 p.m. in Sioux Falls, light rain was falling with a temperature of 57. The current time is 9:03 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Operating on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXM28, broadcasting from a transmitter near Rowena, South Dakota. Our program originates from the National Weather. The tornado warning for northeastern Rock and northwestern Nobles counties is canceled. A tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A tornado warning remains in effect until 9:15 p.m. for southwestern Murray and southeastern Pipestone counties.
All right, guys, do apologize there. I had to run and grab a bottle of water.
Storm capable of producing a tornado was located near Chandler, or 13 miles east of Pipestone, moving north at 50 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source.
All right, guys, we are back here live,
Impact.
watching this line of tornadic events that we are currently
Mobile homes will be damaged,
seeing
destroyed,
the
damage to roofs,
tornado warning.
windows, and
Those that are in
tree damage is likely.
this neck of the woods right through here,
Lake Wilson and Woodson
now is the time to start seeking shelter. Friends, family, anybody that you know that live in that area that I have highlighted, call them, wake them up, get them to follow us. I don't care who they follow, actually. Turn on the TV, get their asses,
and protect yourself from flying.
get their butts up, and let's get them
Warning remains
in that shelter area.
9:15 p.m. for the following counties in Minnesota.
We cannot stress
Operating on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXM28, broadcasting from a transmitter near
Sorry, had a technical glitch. We cannot stress the dangerous situation that we are currently looking at here. So those in Ivanhoe, Marshall, Tracy, now is the time to be prepared. We are asking you guys, seek that shelter immediately. This is not the time to play around and wait to see what happens or to go outside. You are not going to be able to see this tornado coming. So right now is that time to prepare for this tornado that is moving into that neck of the woods.
hazard, tornado. Source.
We are continuing to watch this line of severe storms. You can see right through here that stronger indication of some stronger cells. We are watching those very, very closely.
Vehicles will occur.
We are watching down south as well, down in that Sanborn area. We are seeing that area as well.
5 p.m. Tyler around 9:10 p.m. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 9:30 p.m. for the following counties in Minnesota.
Let's go ahead and
Murray.
turn our velocity back on.
The tornado warning for northeastern Moody and southeastern Brookings counties is canceled.
So they have just allowed, so right now there is no warnings in the South Dakota area.
Canceled.
But those in, again,
Remains in effect.
Evan Ho, be ready. Evan Ho, you have 7 minutes to get the shelter. 7. This is not the time to mess around and go outside. You cannot see this tornado warning as it is starting to make its way into the area. This tornado warning is a very dangerous one because it is at night. You cannot see this rotation, and
Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs.
Braden, I did say Ivanhoe.
Vehicles will occur.
Leave me alone. Ivanhoe.
Likely. This dangerous storm will be near.
He's making fun of me on chat.
PM.
But again, guys, this is not the time to try to go be outside and try to see this system. This system is going to be either A, rain wrapped and very difficult to see, or B, it's also nighttime, very difficult to see. That's why our team does not go out and chase at night because it is very dangerous to see. You can only see within the flashes of lights. So that is also another reason why our team is not out right now. Bolton, Lake Wilson, 910. You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get to that basement. You can see that stronger cells right down there. So definitely Bolton. Bolton, 929. You got 20 minutes to get to that warning or to that basement.
Western Murray and southeastern Pipestone counties. At 9:03 p.m.
As we do zoom down here, we're not seeing, still seeing just a little bit of that rotation south of Sanborn there. Just a little bit of an indication as well.
Indicated rotation. Impact. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Lake Wilson and Woodstock around 9:10.
And we do have these 3 tornado warnings that are still out. Those in that Marshall area. That's kind of an inside joke that Braden will get in just a minute here. Ivanhoe is also under the gun. Those of you that are in that area, be prepared. Actually, would not be surprised to see this tornado warning fall off here pretty soon. So definitely something that that we now.
The temperature was missing. Winds were gusting to 24 miles an hour. Brookings had rain at 56. Laverne was cloudy at 54. Worthington was cloudy at 64.
Again, let's zoom back out. Look at the bigger picture here. We are seeing that rain chances as that does continue to move its way.
Time is 9:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Operating on a
I don't
frequency
know why I can't click off of this. Come on.
This is NOAA Weather Radio Station
There it goes.
WXM28.
Let's do this. Let's shut off this radar.
Dakota.
We're going to shut off these warnings.
Originates from the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls and serves the surrounding
We're going to do
tri-state
this.
area. The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Lyon County in southwestern Minnesota.
I'm going to take a look at these current cells and the projection path of this as we go into it here.
Northeastern Pipestone County in southwestern Minnesota until 9:30 p.m. At 8:57 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Holland or near Pipestone, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Hazard: tornado. Source: radar indicated rotation. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged.
As we do take a look at this path here, you guys can kind of watch this cell as it does continue.
Tree damage is
Give me
likely.
a second here.
This dangerous storm will be near.
As the cell does continue to move its way east, northeast there, you can see that it's going to backbuild into that Sioux Falls area and bring us that chance of seeing some of the rain through the overnight hours. However, we don't expect, again, to see these kind of rebuild or anything and bring us another chance of seeing some severe weather for the Sioux Falls area. We don't expect to see that. So you can see this path that it does take there. I'll just kind of let this run just for a few seconds here.
A tornado warning remains in effect until 9:15 p.m. for southern Lincoln and north.
You can see that the heavier stuff starts to try to creep up about that 10, 11 o'clock time frame, but then we do see it just continuously be a rain system as we go into the overnight hours with that. As we go back to radar, we will take a look back here at our live radar, back into the Marshall, Tracy, Canbay, Ivanhoe area.
Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Lake Benton around 9 p.m. Other locations in the path of its tornadic thunderstorm include Arco. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building.
We do continuously see On this cell that's just to the north of the Lake Wilson area there, some rotation. So definitely seeing this cell is continuously staying with us as it does move into that Marshall, Minnesota. So those in that Marshall, Minnesota area, be prepared for the strong cell. You can see it just to that south there. Marshall 951 for this one. This cell is going to stay just to, that's also going to impact the Marshall area about that same time frame there. About that 945 is what we are looking for that Marshall, Minnesota area. Pipestone and Murray counties have been allowed to expire for their tornado warning. So they are no longer under that tornado warning.
Wind was southeast at 13 miles an hour. Pressure was 29.43 inches and falling. Elsewhere around the tri-state area in Madison, the temperature was missing. Winds were gusting to 24 miles an hour.
Where, Minden?
Had rain and 56. Laverne was cloudy at 54. Worthington was cloudy at 64. Once again, at 9 p.m. in Sioux Falls, light rain was falling with a temperature of 57. The current time is 9:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Right now, the only tornado warning that is still out there is moving just to the southeast of that southeast of Tyler, Minnesota. Give me a second here to switch something.
Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Lyon County in southwestern Minnesota, southeastern Lincoln County in southwestern Minnesota, northwestern Murray County in southwestern Minnesota. The tornado warning for southwestern Lyon, southeastern Lincoln,
Minden, unfortunately, folks, Minden is getting hit again. So we are seeing that threat is now coming into that Minden area. Again, we are seeing that tornado warning right in this area there. You can see that tornado warning.
southwestern Murray and southeastern Pipestone counties will expire at 9:15 p.m. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, gusty winds and heavy rain are still possible with this thunderstorm.
So right now for the state of Minnesota, the state of South Dakota, is there are currently no tornado warnings out there. So we are
Murray and northeastern Pipestone counties is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. However, gusty winds and heavy rain are still possible with this thunderstorm. At 9 p.m., light rain was falling in Sioux Falls. The temperature was 57 and the dew point 54. The relative humidity was 89%. Wind was southeast at 13 miles an hour. Pressure was 29.43 inches and falling. Elsewhere around the tri-state area in Madison, the temperature was missing. Winds were gusting to 24 miles an hour.
we do have the stronger cell
Rain and 56.
Ooh. that is south of that Worthington area, Sibley area there east of that. These cells are producing. Let's look at our hail tracker. You can see these the hail is some stronger hail there north of that Mevlin area, below south of that Worthington, Minnesota area. We are seeing some of that hail as well.
Our program originates from the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls and serves the surrounding tri-state area. The tornado warning for southwestern Murray and southeastern Pipestone counties will expire at 9:15 p.m. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, gusty winds and heavy rain are still possible with
Right now, this line that has been producing that tornado warnings and stuff have been allowed to expire.
the tornado warning for southwestern Lyon, southeastern Lincoln, northwestern Murray, and northeastern Pipestone counties is canceled.
You can see this line right through here.
Below severe limits and no longer
This line will continue to progress its way in a northeasterly direction.
has been canceled. However, gusty winds and heavy rain are still possible with this thunderstorm. At 9 p.m., light rain was falling in Sioux Falls. The temperature was 57 and the dew point 54. The relative humidity was 89%. Wind was southeast at 13 miles an hour.
We are still seeing some good indications down here. Let me switch over to that radar.
State area
For that Minden area, Harlan area of a tornado
4 miles an hour.
possible
Brookings had rain
with
at
that one.
56. Laverne was cloudy at 54.
We are seeing reports that it is possibly on the ground as well.
9 p.m. in Sioux Falls, light rain was falling with a temperature of 57.
See it right here.
The current time is 9:20 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Let me get some of these severe thunderstorm warnings out of here.
62.40 megahertz.
You can see
Weather radio
see it just to the north of I-80 there.
transmitter near Rowena, South Dakota. Our program originates from the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls and serves the surrounding tri-state area. The tornado warning
Right there is what we are seeing, that indication. Just to the west of the Sibley area.
The warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, gusty winds and heavy rain are still possible with this thunderstorm. Repeating, the tornado warning has been allowed to expire for the following counties in Minnesota, Pipestone, and Murray.
There's that latest tornado warning. It is observed that there is a tornado, a confirmed tornado is located by Shelby, or 11 miles southwest of the Harlan area. There is a confirmed tornado on the ground with this one. This was observed. Now this is just to the west or east of the Omaha area there, northeast, where they unfortunately did have those tornadoes go through the area there.
Humidity was 89%. Wind was southeast at 13 miles an hour.
We are getting
Pressure was 29.43 inches and falling.
asked about the storms back up here. Give me a second.
In Madison, the temperature was missing. Winds were gusting to 24 miles an hour. Brookings had
So Marshall, Minnesota, those of you that are along this line,
cloudy at 64.
I don't want to say you're 100% safe because we did see a spin up or two with this line of storms as they did make their way in a northeasterly direction. So definitely be prepared for a severe weather situation. So we don't want to downplay this and tell you you're good to go to bed and something happened. But we do want you guys to stay weather alert. Make sure you have a way to get your warnings and feeds and everything. Right now, definitely be prepared for this cell that is coming in to that Marshall, Minnesota area. Currently, as we look at the reflectivity, which is going to be our rotation with this,
producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire.
we aren't seeing any of the rotation that we saw before. So definitely, though, take that with a grain of salt and definitely seek shelter. Now, as we come back to the KOAX, which is going to be where that tornado warning is at, you can still see that tornado warning is right through this area right here. Moving into that Harlan area, 932 Shelby, it's already through that neck of the woods. Manning, 956, Templeton, 1001. You can definitely see the rotation here on that radar. So definitely make sure you are seeking that shelter as that is coming into that area.
89%. Wind was southeast at 13 miles an hour. Pressure was 29.43 inches and falling. Elsewhere around the tri-state area in Madison, the temperature was missing. Winds were gusting to 24 miles an hour. Brookings had rain and 56.
Sorry, just reading through some text and stuff like that. Do apologize.
It was cloudy at 64. Once again, at 9 p.m. in Sioux Falls, light rain was falling with a temperature of 57. The current time is 9:24 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Operating on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXM28, broadcasting from a transmitter near Rowena, South Dakota. Our program originates from the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls and serves the surrounding tri-state area. The tornado warning for southwestern Lyon, southeastern Lincoln, northwestern Murray, and northeastern Pipestone counties is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. However, gusty winds and heavy rain are still possible with this thunderstorm. At 9 p.m., light rain was...
There is that latest track again as we do continue to monitor a tornado warning in Iowa, is what we are currently tracking now at this time.
was southeast at 13 miles an hour.
We are seeing some signs of indication as well, just some rotation possibly to the north
Temperature was missing. Winds were gusting
of the area as well.
Brookings had rain and 56. Laverne was cloudy at 54. Worthington was cloudy at 64. Once again, at 9 p.m. in Sioux Falls, light rain was falling with a temperature of 57. The current time is 9:25 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Operating on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXM28, broadcasting from a transmitter near Rowena, South Dakota. Our program originates from the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls and serves the surrounding tri-state area. The tornado warning for southwestern Lyon, southeastern Lincoln, northwestern Murray, and northeastern Pipestone counties is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened.
There is a new tornado warning there. We just seen that pop up.
The warning has been canceled. However, gusty winds and
Again, we have that new tornado warning that was just issued there in Iowa. We were just over there not too long ago chasing. Unfortunately, this is a situation where
Worthington was cloudy at 6.
this area
Once again, at 9 p.m. in Sioux Falls, light rain was falling with a temperature of 57. The current time is 9:27 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Operating on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This is NOAA
this
Weather
area is very hilly and very hard to navigate through that neck of the woods. So definitely do not be out.
National Weather Service in Sioux Falls and serves the surrounding tri-state area. The tornado warning for southwestern Lyon, southeastern Lincoln, northwestern Murray, and northeastern Pipestone counties is canceled.
We do have, again, that tornado warning that is currently in effect for north of the Minden area there that was just devastated by that tornado. We did have a report of a tornado that was actually still on the ground.
At 9 p.m., light rain was falling in Sioux Falls.
Currently, at this time, there is no 100% report of that tornado right now. Shelby County in southwestern Iowa is being reported radar indicated 60 miles an hour right now is what we are looking at. That cell is what we're watching with this system as it does continue to move in a northeasterly track. Those in the Ireland area, be prepared. Manning as well. Definitely seeing that track is going to be this neck of the woods where we are going to want you guys to be in that safe spot and definitely be prepared for the cell as it is continuing to track in a northeasterly direction with that. There is that tornado watch that is out in that neck of the woods until 3 a.m. Central Standard Time. So we are sticking with you guys here to kind of bring you that latest track on that. So things have really calmed down in southwestern Minnesota, looks like. Yep, southwestern Minnesota, northwest Iowa, eastern South Dakota. At this point in time, we are seeing that as more of a rain system is what we are seeing that switch to. We'll switch to that real quick just to kind of let you guys see what we are watching on radar there. South of that Worthington area is kind of our heavier producer as far as rain is concerned. Not really much as far as that severe weather risk that we are looking with that system. We'll switch over.
So we got that one tornado warning in Iowa there, and that thing is a radar indicated for Harlan.
So right now that Worthington area there, you can see that's our hail indicator. You can see that right now is a indication of a stronger hail core with that system. Definitely nothing to be overly concerned about right now. As we do go back down to that Harlan area there where that is moving through, you can see just to the west of that Harlan area is where that is at.
And you want to pull up the Instagram spot there.
Thunderstorms will increase in coverage by late afternoon into the evening hours.
There you go.
Yep. So, place he's talking about here.
Hey, you don't have a mic though,
Harlan, Iowa.
so no one can hear you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay. Yep. So the area he's talking about is right here, Harlan, Iowa, right in there. That is your rotation couplet there. Right, again, just west of Harlan, Iowa is the area we're focused on. And again, it's moving in that northeasterly track there. And there's your storm track. You want to focus. Yeah, there you go. So we got Harlan here at about 9:30. We got Irwin at about 9:42. Manning at about 9:54. Templeton there close to 10. And Haber area at about just after 10 there. And Dedham at 10:03. Carroll 10:09. And Giddon 10:13. Litterdale at 10:15. And then Lanesburg there at 10:20. So in the area right here, this is moving northeast. And how fast is that moving?
58.
So they're moving really fast. So they're moving kind of that 55 to 60 mile per hour range. So yeah, that's a look there. That is the only tornado warning that we have going on currently, which is good news. Obviously, that southwest Minnesota region has died out considerably there. But still, heads up if you're in Marshall. I know I got family up there in Marshall right now, kind of just getting started on some of this with just general thunderstorm activity there. Basically from Millbank down to Canby, Marshall, down to Worthington, and then south where we got the tornado warning. And again, that tornado watch, that is in effect still for quite some time. This thing is going to be out for another 6 hours. This is in effect until 3 a.m. on that tornado watch there. So, and again, that does include that one county still for South Dakota, although I imagine at some point here soon that's probably going to get lifted. But for the time being, we got that tornado watch to deal with until 3 a.m. across western Iowa and then Union County, South Dakota there until 3 a.m. So obviously a lot of lightning with this activity as well. And also that severe thunderstorm warning as well down by Atlantic, Iowa, moving east, northeast at about 70. And 70-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail on that storm. Things have kind of calmed down as well across northwest Iowa. Near Spencer, still that line of thunderstorms, but it's not severe currently. And no watches to the north. Again, we just got that one for northwest Iowa there. Omaha region did not get hit that bad either, thankfully. We had the thunderstorms that rolled through that area, but thankfully nothing tornadic. There was a couple of tornado warnings around Omaha, but they went around. So also, if you have, again, people down in Kansas and Oklahoma, we have that PDS tornado watch that continues until 11 for another couple of hours there. And there's a couple of tornado warnings down in Oklahoma currently. But yeah, if you have any folks down there, make sure and let them know. But towards our area, again, we just got that one tornado warning over Harlan, Iowa, which is kind of over those same spots that were impacted a couple weeks ago by that big time tornado event. And unfortunately, the same area, Harlan, Irwin areas impacted again. Yeah.
I do have the severe thunderstorm warnings turned off.
Okay.
So that way it was kind of focused on that tornado warning.
Yeah. So where is this again? It is south of Denison, southwest of Carroll, and towards Harlan, Iowa there, moving towards Kirkman and Irwin, as well as Erling. You guys don't have much time. You got to get in your safe spot here. And the area we're looking at, let's go ahead and pull up the velocity. Yeah, the area that, once again here, the area that we're focused on is just north of Harlan there, kind of right in here. That is the area we're watching currently. It is in between Kirkman and Panama there, and north of Harlan. That is your couplet there, the storm relative, and there it is, highlighting that velocity right there. That is your suspected tornado. If this thing is on the ground, that is the area. This is in effect here for another 25 minutes. It is out until 10 p.m. Central. And this thing is a fast mover. It's moving at about close to 60 miles per hour there. And it's moving northeast. So Carroll, won't be too long before we start getting Carroll in on this, as well as Manning, Arcadia area, Vale, maybe even Denison. But again, this is the area right here that we're just going to continue to watch right there, just west of Kirkman, and is moving towards Kirkman. If you're in Kirkman, you don't have much time. You got to get in your safe spot. Be taking cover now, as well as Irwin and Defiance. If you're anywhere around those areas, that is the area at this point that is under that. Yeah, near Erling as well. Right up here near Erling, there's probably another area of rotation. Right up here over Erling, and then the other one down here. So we more than likely have two velocity couplets there on this storm here in western Iowa. Again, a lot of you tuned in have been keeping an eye on southwest Minnesota. The good news is, let me go back up there. Good news is a lot of that activity has died out and kind of broken apart, which is great news. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much lost all of its punch here. We might need to keep an eye on that southern line here towards Worthington. Might need to keep an eye on that area, but it looks like that southwest Minnesota area, things have really started to calm down, which is great. and hopefully that continues. And hopefully things start to fall apart down here in Iowa as well, where they definitely don't need any more severe weather. There's been a lot of severe weather across these areas over the last several days this spring. Also, there could be another rotation down here by Atlantic. Could be another area of rotation. We'll keep an eye on it. But this is the area right here with that tornado warning that is in effect again for another 20 minutes or so. There's the tornado warning there. Radar indicated at this point, which is good. It's not confirmed yet, but if you're in these areas, just assume that it is. Just assume that this thing is on the ground, and just take cover. This is still a very serious situation, and they've updated the box is what they've done. They've taken Harlan out of it. So if you're in Harlan, you are in the clear of the tornadic part of this storm, just dealing with some probably some very heavy rain at this point still, and probably some hail. And also if you're in Portsmouth, you're in the clear as well as Tenet. So those areas are in the clear. But if you're in Defiance, Erling, Kirkman, Irwin, these are the areas that is still under this tornado warning that you need to be taking cover. It is a pretty messy zone right now, pretty messy area. We don't have that well-defined hook. It is more than likely rain wrapped if this thing is on the ground. And like we said, there's a possibility that there's two separate circulations, one kind of just over Kirkman, or just kind of over the Kirkman area. And then there's another one kind of just north of Erling there, kind of near Defiance. Right there is kind of another area that we're watching. Yeah, if you're in Defiance and Kirkman, those are the two circulations that we're focusing on here. Again, right over Kirkman. And a report of a funnel cloud near Brewster. When was that? When was that report? I'm not seeing anything.
Tyler just sent me it.
So that was just now?
Yeah.
So a possible funnel cloud near Brewster, according to a report here. But,
Tornado emergency for Barnesdale, Iowa. A confirmed large destructive tornado was located over Burnsville, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour.
And I'm not sure if, I assume it's this one. I assume it's that one. That one is the only one that's tornado warned, but I'm not seeing another area. I see a tornado emergency down in Oklahoma. Catastrophic. I think that's probably the one they're talking about. Is down here near Bartlesville and near Barnesdale areas. That is down in Oklahoma. So if you got any folks down there near Barnesdale and Bartlesville, let them know that there is a catastrophic tornado emergency down there. But back up here in our coverage region, we got this Iowa line, and it continues with that tornado warning for another 18 minutes, and radar indicated there. And let me go inside of this again. Yeah, it's pretty, at this point, it is not what it was. It is kind of died out a little bit. And again, the areas we're watching, kind of right over Defiance and right over Kirkman, two possible circulations there. We're just going to keep watching it here and see if anything comes out of this. And again, for those wondering about the Sioux Falls area, Sioux Falls is in the clear. Just dealing with some light rain currently, but the rain is ending shortly across the Sioux Falls region. So Sioux Falls is in the clear, as well as Watertown and Brookings and areas west. I would still be keeping an eye on things near Worthington, as there still could be something that pops up, and we'll just keep an eye on it. And then obviously let's go back and continue to focus on this Iowa situation here. So basically, the tornado threat has shifted down into Iowa, where it was supposed to be, as they issued that tornado watch earlier today. So, but again, this is the area we're looking at, right over Defiance and kind of heading into Irwin. Again, cannot stress this enough. If you're in Irwin, Defiance, Kirkman, please, you got to be in your safe spot here and take this very seriously. Get it, again, we always talk about this, get into a interior room on the lowest floor with no windows, and you can take it a step further and get a mattress or a helmet and all that stuff. AJ, you got anything else currently? So we're just continuing to monitor this storm, this line. Let's see here if we got any. Trying to look for maybe any shear. Yeah, kind of in between, just north of Defiance there, and just west of Irwin, kind of the areas we're watching. Also, there might be a little bit of hail in this storm, along this line. Could be some hail as well. Let me look up in southwest Minnesota and see if there's maybe any hail up here. There could be some small hail up near Canby down to Marshall, and then down towards just south of Stoughton and Dundee, down to Brewster and Worthington. So don't be surprised to see some small hail in that. And again, back here down to western Iowa there, with that tornado warning that continues here for 15 more minutes. Let's put the radar back on. It's pretty messy here. There's not a lot of clear-cut evidence of a tornado at this point, which is obviously good news. And hopefully this thing dies out even more. But it does look like things have started to calm down across the region. And it is pulling this up here. Oh, looks like we got a new tornado warning. And there it is. So we do have a brand new tornado warning that is in western Iowa. This now includes Denison, Vale, Arcadia, Breda, Delaware areas, Manila, Manning, just west of Carroll. And let me go ahead and let's get the green screen here. I'll show everybody. Yeah, so here we go. This red polygon there, that is the new tornado warning box. And again, the area we're watching, this is in western Iowa. It does include Denison, Iowa. And this thing goes until when? I believe 10:30. So 10:30 here, another 45 minutes on this. This is moving northeast here. And how fast is it moving now, this storm?
70.
Okay, so this is picked up speed. It is moving very fast here. This is moving northeast at about 70 miles per hour. So if you are in these areas, let me zoom in and get a lot better view there. Yep, there we go. So again, Arcadia areas right there. Please be taking cover if you're in that community there, Arcadia, as well as what community is that? It's hard to see here. Breda and Delaware and Vale and Denison and Manning, Halber, Manila, all those areas there in Iowa, in western Iowa. Again, kind of the area we're watching is kind of down here, kind of away from the screen here. Let me pull up the velocity and get a better view of where this circulation is at. Yeah, so I think there's a couple of different circulations at this point. One would be right in here, kind of along that highway there. I gotta see what highway that is, but it's right along that highway 141, highway 59 zone there. That's kind of one of the spots that we're looking at. Another one here is down here just south of what town is that? I'm having a hard time seeing. Manila. It is just south of Manila there, and it's moving again northeast towards Manila. If you're in Manila, please be in your safe spot. One of the areas is right in there, and another area again up here. So there's probably 2 circulations, and that's why they have a bigger tornado warning box there. And yeah, so let's take another look at the radar picture. Again, it's a pretty messy line there, but this is kind of what was forecasted. This is why they issued that tornado watch earlier this evening until 3 a.m. as this line really started to develop and mature. It also does look like the line is starting to get its act together across northwest Iowa towards Storm Lake and Spencer. Looks like things have started to intensify a little bit more. And Denison, west side, Vale, again, all these areas now under a tornado warning there. And again, this is still 10:30, moving northeast at 75, and radar indicated at this point. And this is that same area we've been keeping an eye on for the last several minutes. And it is now tornado warned for an extended area northeast. Let me do a storm track here for everybody. And so there's your storm track. So Vale at about 10 o'clock. So you got about 10 minutes or less. I'd say 5 to 10 minutes to get in your safe spot. Arcadia at 10:11, around 10:11. West side around 10:12. Wall Lake, no, it's not that Wall Lake. It's the Wall Lake down in western Iowa there at 10:32. Breda at about 10:37, and Lakeview at about 10:40. And again, that's just a general idea of when the storm will hit your community. So that is not a exact, that is a estimate, radar estimate. And it'll be crossing Highway 30 there in between Denison and Carroll. So if you got, that's where this is headed. If you got any folks on Highway 30 in between Denison and Carroll, you might want to let them know that there is a dangerous situation unfolding here, and it is moving towards that highway at about 9:45, or at about, let's see, I'd say about 10 o'clock. You got about 10 minutes. So that is the latest there. That's the storm track. And yeah, it's a pretty messy area. We don't have that classic hook feature on the radar, so we got to kind of dive in and look at the velocity to see a better picture of where this possible tornadic storm. And right there near Denison there is one spot, as well as right over Manila currently. That is another area we are focused on. So as of right now, 2 circulations. That one down by Manila, just about to cross. That is just crossing Highway 141 there. Aspinwall area. It is just about to hit that road and shoot northeast towards Vale west side. So if you're in Vale, if you're in west side, please be taking cover. This is a serious situation. And we got a huge line here across all of Iowa, border to border, from Lake Okoboji down to the Missouri border. We have this line of thunderstorms, and right smack dab in the middle of that line is where we got the tornado warning. And it's just southeast of Denison. AJ, you got anything currently?
Negative.
just continuing to monitor the situation. Again, a lot of people tuning in the Sioux Falls T area. Again, those areas in the clear. Just got some light rain that is moving out of the area, and then we'll be in the clear. So that area is in the clear of all the severe weather, and southwest Minnesota as of now, no warnings, but still we got that line moving through. So things have calmed down considerably. And the Spencer area, there is some thunderstorms moving through, but nothing severe. The severe weather is, again, down here in western Iowa towards Carroll. I would still say if you're in Carroll, I would still be taking cover just to be safe, because if this thing takes a right turn, it would be heading towards Carroll. So it's close enough where just take cover just to be safe. Be on the safe side. Don't need to chance it. Carroll will get hit by this line regardless if it's tornado warned or not. And it's a big enough community that we're really going to have to keep an eye on it. But this thing is still going strong here. Just north of Manila. That is the main velocity there that we're keeping an eye on there. And then another, there could be three. There could be another one up by the Dellet area. Right up here could be another area, and then as well as just west of Vail there could be another area. So there's three potential circulations now according to the velocity what I'm seeing here. Again, one just northeast of Dellet, one west of Vail by a few miles heading towards Vail, and then another one just north of Manila. Again, we still have that tornado emergency down in Oklahoma. Just wanted to throw that out there that this isn't the only area that is being impacted by this. We got that PDS tornado watch that continues and the tornado emergency down in Oklahoma. So just let folks know if you got anybody down there. And just continuing to watch our coverage area here for this tornado warning that will continue across Iowa here. Who's next in line here? This is for, okay, so we got Halber, Arcadia, Vail, and then eventually Beretta there, all impacted within the next half hour. So you don't have a whole lot of time. Take shelter now. Get into an interior room on the lowest floor. Basement is obviously the best, and under the stairs, if you got it, is probably the best spot, as well as just in the basement in general. The best spot that you can take shelter or any kind of tornado shelter. And then if you don't have a basement, interior room with no windows is the best spot, more than likely a bathroom. So for those of you that are watching, this could be potentially life-saving information for all of you guys that are tuning in. And maybe some people lost cable, and maybe all you got is internet. Well, there you go. You can tune in here and watch the coverage here and keep a close eye on things in this area. Also, if you have any family and friends down here, any folks down here that people care about, be sure to let them know that we got this we call it a QLCS line of tornadic weather along an embedded line, and it will move northeast here and is moving very fast. So again, there's your storm track again. It has gone through Manila. It is entering west side currently, and just about to enter Arcadia, and it is again moving northeast. It is about to cross. Yep, it's starting to hit that Highway 30. So getting word that they have dropped. That's what I figured. So they have already dropped the tornado watch for South Dakota, for Union County, and I think there's more as well. I think the counties in Omaha
Along I-29 there, those are all dropped.
Yep. So Sioux City is in the clear now. Union County, South Dakota is in the clear. Nebraska, other than the southeast corner, is in the clear. Omaha is in the clear. Ottawa is in the clear. Northwest Iowa, with the exception of a couple of counties, Cherokee and Buena Vista is still in the tornado watch. Other than that, all of Northwest Iowa is in the clear. Just a little tiny part left. Cherokee, Storm Lake, Sioux Rapids, you're still in this tornado watch until 3 a.m. But they'll probably cut you guys early. But yeah, so they've dropped a good part of this tornado watch. So that's good news there for communities and people that live in these areas there. But we're still going to keep an eye on the tornado warning here in western Iowa. They still have that. They're going to drop that tornado warning, by the way, far to the south towards Erling and Irwin. They are going to drop that tornado warning there for those areas. We're just going to have this one tornado warning there for another half hour across this area that we're still watching. Where is this again? This is western Iowa, just west of Carroll. And still not showing any kind of a hook feature on the radar. But we do have a couple of different circulations, maybe even 3. One potentially up here, one potentially just right over Vail, and another one there, kind of right in there. So we have 3 potential circulations there. And we're just going to keep an eye on things here. I need to grab a water. Yeah, so for those of you that are just tuning in, things have really started to calm down, which is great news. And we just got this one tornado warning in Iowa right now that we're just keeping an eye on. So we're just going to keep watching it. See if I can get this on here. Okay. If you're in Denison, you are pretty much in the clear, but stay in your safe spot as you're still under the tornado warning. But I'd say Denison and Manila are in the clear at this point, as well as Manning. Well, we're just going to keep watching this. It is moving through Vail and Arcadia right now. Also, there's probably some hail embedded with this. As you see that purple and black, probably some very heavy rain with some hail. Any new updates? Let me look here. Hold on here. Apparently, what they were saying, there was a possible 2-mile wide tornado down in Oklahoma. And what I've heard, it's really bad. So, again, if you got any folks down there in northern Oklahoma, be sure to check in on them and make sure they're all right. And we got let's see. Yeah, major tornado damage in Barnsdall, Oklahoma. That is not good. For any new updates. yeah, I mean, the line has pretty much fizzled out below severe limits. We just got that tornado warning that continues. And again, we're not seeing a hook feature, but on the velocity, we're still seeing some of that rotation embedded with this line and with the tornado warning box. Let me put a storm track back on this for everybody. So here's the latest storm track. West side at about 10:07, Wall Lake at 10:13, Lakeview at 10:20, Breda at about 10:25.
Funnel reported north of Manning.
Okay. Yep. So that is this storm that we're tracking here. Sac City at about 10:35, Auburn at about 10:38, Yetter at about 10:41, Linton at about 10:46, Lake City at about 10:50. Yeah, so we're just going to keep a close eye on things here for the next several minutes here. I gotta check something. Yep. All right. Let me go ahead and pull something up here for you guys. All right. Yeah. So we're getting reports of funnel clouds on this storm that we are tracking just west of Carroll. Now let me look. All right. So let me see here. Let me go ahead and what we're going to do, we're going to get a 3D look at the storm here that is west of Carroll. And figure out how to pop that up. Just trying to load it up. Yep. Yep, so this is the storm that we're looking at here that is in western Iowa. That definitely, it's a high storm there. When you get to that 40, when you get to that 40 zone, that is a big thunderstorm. And just taking a look at it, this is our new technology this year that we got, and that we like to use for this purpose. So that is a good look there. Let me pull the velocity. Yeah, so this is the storm that we're looking at, and trying to look for some velocity. Let's see here. There we go. So it's kind of hard to see anything at this point, but yeah, the 3D look, there's definitely something there. But yeah, there's definitely something in there. Again, we got a report of a possible funnel cloud there, and actually it's been confirmed. Yeah, I'm not. Let's see. Not seeing the report on the radar. All right. But then going back, let's go back to the radar here. And there it is. It's your storm track. 9:57 p.m. Train spotted reported a funnel cloud. On that warning. Okay. Trying to find something here. What are you looking for? Trying to get the report to show up so people can. All right, so there is your funnel cloud report there. Let me zoom in. Just north of Manning there, and that was at 9:57. That was 3 miles northwest of Manning there, and in Carroll County. Train spotter reported a funnel cloud southwest of Halber, and there it is. So, and also we got a 65-mile-an-hour wind, thunderstorm wind gust as well, right over in that area. That was just a few minutes ago, 4 miles north of Manning there with a 65-mile-an-hour wind gust. So that is obviously a strong storm. Now, going back down to the south here near Shelby, earlier we did have confirmed tornado reports as well. 3 miles northeast of Minden, kind of in that same area again, with, yeah, there was a confirmed tornado. And also 1 mile west of Shelby. Now going back up here, we still got this that we're tracking, and still with that confirmed funnel cloud report there. And so this thing has a history of that, and it is moving northeast, continuing to move in a northeast direction, and moving through Arcata right now. And if you're in Beretta, please be in your safe spot. This is moving right into your area here within the next couple of minutes. You don't have time. You got to take shelter. Anything new? I don't believe there's been any new reports in the last 15 minutes. We do have some new thunderstorm warnings that we got to get to here. This is for this line of thunderstorms. Let me go ahead here. So this one here near Sac City and Carroll, this does include Sac City and Carroll. Here in northwest Iowa, we got a severe thunderstorm warning now, and is moving northeast at about 80 miles per hour. So this thing is not wasting any time. 70-mile-an-hour winds, nickel-sized hail with this radar-indicated storm, and this is in effect until 10:15. Well, let's see, that's not right. Not sure why it's doing that, but yeah, it doesn't say what. But yeah, this one for Sac City and Carroll. Let me see here. Yeah, right there. In effect until 11:15, so another hour here. And according to the radar here, it's moving east northeast at about 50 miles per hour. And they just issued this new one, so that's the new one until 11:15. This does include Pocahontas, Manson, Jefferson, Iowa, all those areas there in this new severe thunderstorm warning box. And it is just on the outskirts of Humboldt and Fort Dodge. So if you are in Fort Dodge, Humboldt, you're right on the edge of this. So you're currently not in the warning, but more than likely will be. And it's just a matter of time. As well as Des Moines. Des Moines will eventually be impacted by this line. It's just a matter of time. Greenfield, Creston, Guthrie Center, Casey, Stewart, all these areas in a severe thunderstorm warning as well. Until 11, this is farther down south. And tornado possible on this severe thunderstorm warning box, because within this line, embedded line, tornado possible. And 70-mile-an-hour winds as well, moving northeast at about 40. So the southern flank of this line is moving slower than the northern side. But right there. And also, a tornado is possible anywhere along this line as well. Basically from Coon Rapids all the way through Carroll, Wall Lake, Sac City, up to Storm Lake. So definitely just got to keep an eye on things here. And so down by Sac City, Wall Lake, Carroll, this is the area we're watching currently for possible tornadic development. So we're just going to keep a close eye on things. Anything new yet? Any new updates? No. That's good.
Tornado warning should be falling off here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Probably just let it expire, if not sooner.
Yeah, it looks like it has calmed down quite a bit on this tornado warning area. Yeah, maybe near Breda is the area, but I think this thing is starting to calm down, starting to die out a little bit. But if you're anywhere along this line, from border to border across Iowa there, with the severe thunderstorm warnings just west of Fort Dodge and just west of Des Moines, those severe thunderstorm warnings will continue for the next 45 minutes to an hour. And there's a whole line from Minnesota down through Iowa, down through Missouri and Kansas and Oklahoma. All this area is all impacted by this tonight. We got a large area of severe weather tonight across Tornado Alley. But this is the area that we are looking at here. And again, Carroll, just west of Carroll, and just northwest of Carroll, that is the area we are looking at. So we're just going to keep an eye on things here. And yeah, I think they're going to more than likely go ahead and drop that tornado warning box. Probably any minute now. It's just not a whole lot to this anymore. So that is good news. Things have calmed down considerably across our area, mainly across southwestern Minnesota and northwest Iowa. Things have really calmed down, and just some general thunderstorms. Nothing severe, but severe weather's down here in western Iowa, from just west of Fort Dodge all the way down through Jefferson and down through Greenfield, Creston, Iowa. All these areas still impacted. Now they trimmed the tornado warning box just a little bit more, and they're going to ride this out. So they're going to let it go another 10 minutes. They are going to continue this tornado warning for another 10 minutes. They have trimmed the area. If you're in Arcadia, if you're in Beretta, you are in the tornado warning, and it remains for another 10 minutes until 10:30. And this thing is moving northeast. It's about 70. I think it's slowing down a little bit, though. I think it's more realistically probably about 50 to 60 miles per hour now from what it was earlier when it was about 70 miles per hour. So I think it's slowed down a little bit, but it's still moving fast. And tornado possible embedded in this line is what they've basically said across that big box there of severe thunderstorm. And
Sutherland has damaged tree on a house in Parline down in Sutherland, Iowa.
okay. So that is in northwest Iowa. Sutherland is down here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it here. Now, is that because of a thunderstorm? Yeah. So there was a thunderstorm report. Yeah. Tree on a house.
West Central.
Yeah. And power lines down in southern Iowa. Okay. So we'll wait for the official confirmation on that report, but we'll see if it'll show up on the radar. But for the time being, we're going to keep a close eye on this tornado warned line that still continues with that tornado warning. So just northwest of Carroll, that is the area that we're still looking at right in here. So if you're anywhere in this area, please be still taking cover near Beretta and Carroll. They're in between Beretta and Carroll. That is where we are concerned about currently. It's kind of right on the top right corner of this tornado triangle. There might be another circulation as well up here just west of Auburn. Could be another area. We'll keep an eye on it. You got anything else? No. Things have kind of started to...
Waiting to see that warning dissipate and
Yeah. See what...
Des Moines area is going to get hit.
Yeah, Des Moines will eventually be impacted. But that was some wild weather we had earlier, wasn't it? We had a bunch of tornado warnings across southwest Minnesota, also towards close to Sioux Falls. It was just give everybody a summary here of what happened. So we had that thunderstorms that rolled through the James River Valley and then marched northeast towards the Sioux Falls area, and then that ended up sparking a tornado warning near Canton, and kind of went through the Canton area, And then another tornado warning was issued near Brandon and Garrettson, and then continued to push northeast towards Jasper, and then Flandreau and Pipestone, and then up towards Brookings, and then up towards Tyler. And all those areas were impacted tonight by this line of severe thunderstorms that I don't believe there was any actual tornadoes, but I think there was funnel clouds. There might have been a confirmed tornado, though, near Pipestone. And again, they have dropped the tornado warning, the tornado watch for Union County in South Dakota, and then Nebraska and parts of Iowa was dropped. And we're just going to keep an eye on things here and see. Let me do a storm track on this. So the newest storm track there, Wall Lake, not the one by Sioux Falls, but it's another one in southwest of Sac City, Iowa, at 10:15 there, or actually that would be, it'd be going through Wall Lake currently, and we got Glidden at about 10:30, Lake City at about 10:35, 10:40, Rockwell City at about 10:45, Pomeroy at about 10:46, the 10:50, Manson at about 10:55, and then Gowrie just after 11 there on the storm track. We'll see what they do with this tornado warning box. But they are going to allow it to expire in 5 minutes. They will allow this thing to expire. So good news, things have died down, and we're just looking basically at 70-mile-an-hour winds and maybe some small hail. That is the threat that we have now. More than likely for the rest of the night across western into central Iowa, Fort Dodge, Des Moines area, Ames, Iowa, will all be impacted by this within the next couple of hours. So just keep a close eye on things down here in central Iowa for this line to come through, and within the next hour or two there, with again 70-mile-an-hour winds and some large hail. Maybe up to, I don't know, maybe it looks like just under an inch of hail.
Fatalities in Farmsdale. Oh.
What's that?
Good.
That was earlier.
Was it?
Yeah. Look at the top left. 9:53.
Oh. Yeah, that was doing that.
I can't get the radar to load right now. I'm not sure what's going on.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah, sometimes it has some issues, but yeah, there's just not much anymore on the velocity, so they're definitely going to allow that to expire. And tracking this line, let me just do a storm track for this whole line. Let me start with the northern end of this line. This is not severe, but I would still just be keeping an eye on it. Estherville at about 10:30, Emmetsville at about 10:37, Fairmont at about 10:41 there, Algona at about 10:50, Forest City at about 11:05, Waseca at about 11:10, and Albert Lee at about 11:12. Let me see here. Yeah, Albert Lee at about 11:12. Clear Lake at about 11:13. Owatonna at about 11:18. Mason City as well at about 11:18 for that storm track. So if you're anywhere in those areas, be prepared for some thunderstorms. And okay, so we do have a new tornado warning. and that was just issued here. This one to the west is going to be expiring, but we do have a brand new tornado warning on this line. Let's get to it right here. This is for just east of Carroll. Lanesboro, Ralston, Lake City, Rockwell City, just east of Jolly, Summers, Moreland, Callender, and there, as you can hear it there, that's the new tornado warning there. And this is in effect until 11:15, so another 45 minutes on this. This is moving northeast at about 55 to 60, radar indicated rotation there. So again, this is moving right through Glidden right now, Litterdale. Let's pull up the, let's get the green screen again here so I can show people. Okay, so this red polygon, brand new red polygon there, tornado warning in effect here now until 11:15. Another 45 minutes on this. This moving northeast at about 55 to 60. And again, this is for western Iowa. If you are just east of Carroll, Iowa, that is the area that we're looking at right there. And it is embedded within this line, so it is not a hook feature. There's no hook feature with this, but as you can take a look, zoom in there on the velocity, and there it is. Kind of, there's a couple different areas that there might even be three. One possibly up here, but I think the main one is right there, northeast of Carroll. Another one down here as well. Possible other area of rotation. So that is the area that we're looking at there. And again, it is southwest of Fort Dodge, and that is going to make its way towards Fort Dodge if this thing continues and if this holds on. And there's your storm track there, Fort Dodge at, what is that, 11:08. And Moreland at about 11:01, Clare at about 11:08, Badger at about 11:15, Humboldt at about 11:19, Dakota City at about 11:20, Rutland at 11:20, Thor at about 11:22. So that is the storm track for that tornado warned storm. And we are just going to continue to track this here. And this, people are wondering what counties this is for. Again, includes Lake City, Rockwell City, Glidden until 11:15. Pea-sized hail is also possible with this. We got a population of just under 10,000 people in this tornado warning box. And again, radar indicated, but just assume that this thing is on the ground. Assume that this is a tornado. And according to the radar, there is a tornado. So again, the counties that we're looking at is, let me pull that up here. All right, this is for northwestern Greene County in west central Iowa, southwestern Webster County in central Iowa, Calhoun County in west central Iowa, and eastern Carroll County in west central Iowa. So, and again, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Glidden or 6 miles east of Carroll, moving northeast at 60. And again, it'll be near Litterdale, Lanesboro, Hobbs County Park around 10:30. Lauraville around 10:40, Rinnard at about 10:45, Summers and Kyram at about 10:50. And again, if you're in Callender, Hobbs County Park, Moreland, Summers, Twin Lakes State Park, Nearham, Rockwell City Municipal Airport, Farmhamville, and Ralston. Take cover, obviously. Move to a basement or interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. And that is the message there. So, again, we're just going to keep an eye on things here with this. And there's your tornado icon. There, that green icon there, that is your mesoscale there. And let's see here. Yeah, and this is let's see here. Yeah, it's got the T. It's what it's called. It's called a TVS. It is a tornado vortex signature there to give us an idea of what we're looking at for the tornadic part of the storm. And it, again, is just north of Glidden there, and it's moving northeast at about 60 miles per hour. So this thing is a fast mover. It is moving fast. You don't have much time if you're ahead of this. This is moving fast. And again, we do have that confirmed funnel cloud earlier for this storm. It's had a history of producing a funnel cloud, so take this very seriously and take shelter. I'll list off all of these communities here. If you're anywhere in and around these areas, or if you know family or friends in these areas, just be sure and let them know that we got this tornado warning that is in effect. Ralston, Scranton, Glidden, Litterdale, Lanesboro, Churton, Lorville, Lake City, Sherwood, Rockwell City, Rands, Lorville, Farmhamville, Renard, Summers, Callender, Moreland, and Nearham. I'll even throw Manson in there eventually here. All impacted now by this tornado warning box that is associated with the severe thunderstorm warning box. And that's severe thunderstorm warning for Greene County in west central Iowa, western Webster County in central Iowa, Pocahontas County in northwestern Iowa, Sac County in west central Iowa, Calhoun County in west central Iowa, western Humboldt County in north central Iowa, northeastern Crawford County in west central Iowa, and Carroll County in west central Iowa until 11:15 p.m. Central Time. And that is the area shaded in yellow there. That includes Sac City, Manson, Pocahontas, Jefferson. That is anywhere in this area. They're saying a tornado possible along the line. So just be taking cover. Find a way to receive this information, whether it's with us or whoever. Just find a way to receive the warnings as they come into your area. Anything new on this?
No.
Still in that tornado watch that continues until 3 o'clock in the morning with that tornado watch. And we're going to keep watching that one.
Fort Dodge, about 11:08.
Yeah, so just after 11 o'clock for the storm track for Fort Dodge. So obviously that's a bigger town, bigger community. If you're in Fort Dodge, just be on the lookout. Be watching this thing, monitoring it very closely because it's not going to take long. And this thing is within 45 minutes is going to be in your area. So this is moving towards Fort Dodge, Iowa at this time. And again, we got that TVS icon that shows that tornado. Just assume that it's on the ground. Just assume that this thing is on the ground because it could be. I mean, nobody knows at this point because it's dark. It's more than likely rain wrapped, so you're not gonna be able to see it anyway unless you're a train spotter. Let's see. Still kind of showing that velocity too. It's not extremely strong, but it's along this line, and we're still seeing a little bit of something there, and there might be a little inflow notch as well. Let me zoom in. Again, the area we're watching, it is east of Carroll. It is north of Ralston there, near Lanesboro. Also one near Lake City. So I think there's two possible circulations. One right over Lake City, another one just southeast of Lanesboro. So those are the two that we are watching very closely here. And we're just going to continue to monitor this. This very soon will be crossing the 175 road that's horizontal here in Auburn, Lake City, Lorville, Farmhamville, all these areas with that. This is about to cross that road. And also, if you're on number 4 near Rockwell City, please be taking cover. And then eventually this will be crossing Highway 20 if this continues near Moreland and Nearham. So just be on the lookout if you're anywhere ahead of this and in any of these areas. And we'll go back to the radar. There could be a couple of inflow notches. One potentially right there near Lake City. Another one here near Lanesboro could be a little inflow notch there. That's very possible. And just got to keep watching it. Anywhere along this line, basically, there is potential for that. But we are focused in right here. It is moving through Lanesboro currently, and it is next in line here, and also it's moving through Lake City as well. So next in line, Rockwell City, down to Lorville, down to Churton. These 3 communities are next in line for this within 10 minutes. You don't have a whole lot of time left. And then eventually Summers, Callender, and Nearham there. This is the area that we're looking at there. Yeah.
You're hot.
Yeah. So yeah. Again, this is just about to cross the 175 and the number 4 there, the road in western Iowa there, Lake City, Lorville, Farmhamville. And again, if there is a tornado, it would be just north of Lake City or just east of Lake City, possible circulation there. And then that other one that is just about to move through Lorville, that is heading towards Lorville there. Couple of areas there of rotation still on this storm. We're going to keep monitoring it, and we're just going to continue to bring you guys the latest. But I think at this point, things have calmed down considerably from what we had before. But again, if you're in these areas west of just west of Des Moines, embedded with this very strong line, I mean, this is a very strong line of thunderstorms, basically border to border from Iowa. The Minnesota-Iowa border down to the Missouri-Iowa border is where we have this line of thunderstorms that is severe. And in the middle is where we got the tornado warning. So I would say at this point, Ralston is in the clear from the tornadic part of this storm. So Ralston, stay in your safe spot, but I think you are in the clear now from this possible tornado. Also, we got some hail. There is no doubt we got some hail kind of near Lake City and Lanesboro there. And we got that TVS icon as well that still shows up. This is about to move through Lorville, Churton, and Rockwell City. You guys do not have much time. You got less than 5 minutes to take cover now. And again, just not much time left on this. And this is just about to cross that 4 there and 175, that road right over Lorville. That is the area we are watching very closely. See if I can pull the lightning up. There's a lot of lightning associated with this as well. Yeah, there it is. I'll put the lightning on there for you guys, and a lot of lightning across this whole line. But back here, this is what we're keeping a very close eye on at the moment. And let me, yeah, it's just about to enter Rockwell City and Lorville. We're particularly concerned about these towns right now, as one circulation right there. It is moving right directly towards Rockwell City, and another one here just south of Lorville moving directly towards Lorville. So you got any folks over here in these areas in western Iowa about to get hit by this. And yep, just going to continue to watch things here for you guys. I know a lot of people, I'm sure there's people from this area that is watching, and we're here to keep you guys updated on the current situation. And let me do a new storm track here. All right. So here's a storm track here for you. Churton here, moving through your area within the next couple minutes. Same with Lorville and same with Rockwell City. You guys got less than 5 minutes. Be in your safe spot, please. And then we got Farmhamdale, Farmhamville at 10:57, and then we got Manson at about 11:04, Gilmore City at about 11:25, and then Fort Dodge there at 11:26, and Badger at 11:33, Humboldt at about 11:36, and same with Dakota City. So these areas all impacted by this for the next hour. So please be taking shelter, be on the lookout, continue to receive warnings and updates that come in, no matter where you're getting them. Just please be updated on this situation, because it is a dangerous situation. It is more dangerous. It's at night. And let's see here. All right, let's see. So again, we're just keeping a close eye on this. They have updated the tornado warning box. So if you're in Carroll, Glidden, Lanesboro, Ralston, you guys are all in the clear now. This is moving right through Rockwell City, Lorville, and Churton at the moment. Let me see this here. 1 second here. Oh, damn it. Forgot to bring my tissues.
Are you off stream or what?
No, I'm just muted. It looks like things have started to also intensify southeast of Spencer, near Lawrence and Mallard. There, we'll keep an eye on that. And very strong line of thunderstorms moving through Iowa, just about to enter central and south central Iowa there. All right, let me answer some questions here in chat. So, Estherville, Iowa, you are currently in the clear, going through some general thunderstorms going through that area right now, but nothing severe. So you are in the clear for now on any kind of severe weather, and then as well as far to the south. But when you get down here towards Rockwell City, just southwest of Fort Dodge, that is the tornado warning that continues. Let me look at velocity. And yeah, things are not as pronounced as it was earlier. Things have started to calm down there. We're not seeing a whole lot on the velocity. Sioux Falls area again in the clear. There is just some rain just east of Sioux Falls, but yeah, Sioux Falls is in the clear now, so you guys can go to bed. Cedar Rapids is way farther out. Cedar Rapids is in the clear. This is not affecting Cedar Rapids, so Cedar Rapids is fine. Morris, Minnesota, in the clear as well. Not a whole lot, just some rain. Not a whole lot there. So I think what we're going to do here, things have calmed down considerably what we had over the last couple hours, and things have really started to die down here. So I think what we're going to do here, we are going to jump off here. The tornado situation is radar indicated, and it is southwest of Fort Dodge. If things intensify, if we get confirmation of a tornado, we will be sure to let you guys know and bring you guys the latest information. Yes, radar scope is a good tool to use. We use radar scope. That is one of the tools that we do use. One of the many. But yes, radar scope is a good one to utilize. For those of you wondering, there was a comment about that, so just wanted to go ahead and answer that. So, but things have calmed down considerably from what we had earlier across southwest Minnesota and northwest Iowa, where we had tornado warning after tornado warning after tornado warning, and we had a line full of tornado warnings, but that has all faded out. And we just got one. We got the severe thunderstorms again. If you're in western Iowa, central Iowa, Des Moines, be on the lookout. There's a line of severe thunderstorms moving through your area, but it is not a particularly dangerous situation. It's nothing major, but some severe thunderstorm activity expected across these areas: Fort Dodge, Des Moines, down into south central Iowa. Those areas impacted there. We're coming up on 11 o'clock, and this tornado warning box will continue until 11:15, moving northeast at about 55 to 60. But again, things have started to calm down. Things are dying out, which is great news, and let's hope that they drop this tornado warning box early. Looking at the velocity too, nothing really that severe. Not a whole lot there at this point. Things have really started to diminish. So that is the latest here from T Storm Chasers. Again, if you're in western central Iowa, be on the lookout tonight. We got a big line of severe thunderstorms moving through. The main threat from here on out is going to be small hail and wind in excess of 70 miles per hour. So that is the threat for the rest of the night across Iowa there. Also, if you got folks down in Missouri, let them know. And also, we got Kansas and Oklahoma there into northwestern Arkansas for the tornado watches, including that PDS that continues for a little bit. But that is the latest here from the two Storm Chasers. Thank you guys all for tuning in tonight. It was a busy evening across our area, and we were here to provide you guys the latest. So thank you guys all for tuning in. It means a lot to us, and we'll make sure and be here for the next weather event. Stay safe out there, and have a wonderful night.